for today's weigh-in. So undercard fighters, 2 o'clock. TV fighters, 5 o'clock. Main event at 6:30. It is PBC on FS1, brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Estrada and Roman Promotions, and sponsored by Corona Extra La Cerveza Más Fina. We're going to start off in the co-main event of the evening as we have 10 rounds. This in the junior middleweight division as we welcome up to the scale with a record 21 wins, 9 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 defeat. He joins us from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jamaal Shango James. Round of applause for Jamaal Shango James, ladies and gentlemen. Also on stage, the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown, who actually celebrated a birthday yesterday. So happy belated birthday to Mr. Tom Brown of TGB Promotions. $146.6 for Jamaal Shango James. And his opponent tomorrow night, he comes up with the record 26 wins, 22 of those coming by way of knockout against 2 losses and 1 bout, even hailing from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Damas y caballeros, presentando Diego La Hoya Chavez.
even.
145 even for Diego Chavez. 145 even for Chavez. This is 10 rounds in the welterweight division, ladies and gentlemen. Our co-feature, PBC on FS1. Great to be back here in Lancaster, California. Had a stellar first show and back here once again. Awesome. Tickets are still available. You get $5 off if you go ahead and bring a toy. It is the toy drive here. This is our co-main event. Jamaal James, Diego Chavez. Thank you, gentlemen, and now we go ahead and bring up a matchup that is certainly going to captivate the fight fans' attention. Guaranteed entertainment, 10 rounds in the super lightweight division. We want to bring onto the stage 20 victories, 16 of those coming by way of knockout against 3 losses and 1 draw, fighting out of Los Angeles, California by way of the Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ivan El Terrible Redcatch. Ivan Redcatch onto the scale. $141.6 for Ivan Redcatch. 141.6 for Ivan Redcatch. And his opponent, 29 victories, 23 of those coming by way of knockout against 7 losses, also fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Here is John Molina Jr. John the Gladiator Molina Jr.
Fit.
140.8 for John the Gladiator Molina Jr. 140.8 for John the Gladiator Molina Jr. John Molinian Jr., Ivan Redcatch, guaranteed fireworks. It is PBC on FS1, brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Estrada and Roman Promotions, and sponsored by Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina. What a battle this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, here in Lancaster, California. Also, don't forget, tickets still available. You get $5 off if you bring a toy for the toy drive here in Lancaster. Now this will begin the broadcast, 10 rounds in the junior middleweight division as we bring onto the scale 34 victories, 22 of those coming by way of knockout against 8 losses, hailing from Ciudad de Mexico. Introducing Freddy Herrera Hernandez. Don't forget, follow us on social media at Premier Boxing, also at FS1 and at TGB Promotions. Freddy Hernandez on the scale. $154 even for Hernandez. $154 even for Hernandez. And his opponent hailing from Lagos, Nigeria, 26 wins, 21 of those coming inside the distance against 3 losses. Here is Wale Lucky Boy Omotoso. $152.8 for Wale Lucky Boy Omotoso. $152.8 for Wale Omotoso. This will begin PBC on FS1, a quadruple header tomorrow night here at the Antelope Valley Pioneer Event Center. It is the University of Antelope Valley Pioneer Event Center. What a big night of action to conclude 2017. It is Omotoso and Hernandez. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, fighters, undercard fighters are to report at 2 o'clock. That is including the TV swing. TV fighters report at 5 o'clock. Main event arrives at 6:30. So that is the report times. Also, don't forget Fighter Plus One inside the ring. Those members that are a part of your team, you can stand on the apron. It is Fighter Plus One in the ring and Fighter Plus One on the stage. And now we'll get set for our main event of the evening tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, here in Lancaster, California, as we have a terrific main event of the evening, PBC on FS1, brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Estrada and Roman Promotions, sponsored by Corona Extra. We bring onto the scale 24 victories, 7 losses, 1 bout even, 15 wins coming by way of knockout from Tuxtla Gutierrez, Mexico. Here is Aaron La Jolla Herrera. Aaron Herrera onto the scale. $147.2 right now in the initial weights. We are going to get a towel and he will reweigh. So 147.2 right now, he will reweigh. $147.2. 147.2 remains the weight. 147.2 remains the weight. He does have 2 hours to make the contracted weight of 147. And his opponent, 27 victories, including 10 of those coming by way of knockout against 2 losses, making his PBC debut. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-division world champion. Please welcome Jessie Vargas. $146 for Jessie Vargas. $146 for Jessie Vargas, the 2-division world champion. Jessie Vargas, $146, making his PBC debut tomorrow night in our main event of the evening here in Lancaster. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Vargas and Herrera, they will collide in the main event of PBC on FS1 here in Lancaster, California. It's all brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Estrada and Roman Promotions and sponsored by our friends at Corona Extra La Cerveza Más Fina. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now we get set for more outstanding undercard action as we now have 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Please welcome from Mexicali, Mexico, 7 wins, 6 of those coming by way of knockout against 4 losses. Oscar Mora. Oscar Mora onto the scale. $169.4 for Oscar Mora. $169.4 for Mora. And his opponent fighting out of Fresno, California, 10 wins, 2 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Madman Marcos Hernandez. $163.4 for Madman Marcos Hernandez. $163.4 for Hernandez. This is Hernandez and Mora, part of a stacked undercard here in Lancaster, California, the University of Antelope Valley Pioneer Event Center. I also want to thank the California State Athletic Commission for all of their hard work. It is PBC on FS1. We go live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock local time, 10 Eastern. Premier Boxing Champions to cap off what has been an amazing 2017. This one is going to be a terrific matchup. Hernandez and Mora. They will go head-to-head tomorrow night. And now we have a matchup in the lightweight division. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds. Please welcome, he is a 12-fight veteran from Ciudad de Mexico, Carlos Flores. 133.8 for Carlos Flores. And let's meet his adversary, another Carlos. This one joining us from Santa Maria, California. 2 wins, both of those coming by way of knockout. The 2016 United States Olympian. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Carlos Valderas. 134.6 for Carlos Valderas. 134.6 for Valderas. Also stand by Lopez and Marshall. Lopez and Marshall stand by. This is a battle in the lightweight division when Carlos Valderas fights, ladies and gentlemen. Do not blink. Valderas and Flores. Now we have 4 rounds in the junior welterweight division as we bring up from San Diego, California, a 4-fight veteran. Here is Tyler Marshall.
Total, 9. ¿Y van por dónde? Ya la...
¿Este marico va a pelear?
La Z, nada más faltan 3.
No digo, yo pensé que venía de fanático. No, está bien.
I don't know if we're done. They went through. I don't know if they started. We didn't shoot these guys though.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on the scale, Tyler Marshall from San Diego, California, a 4-fight veteran. Marshall. 126.4 for Tyler Marshall. 126.4. And his opponent fighting out of Fresno, California, 1 win and only victory coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Herrera Lopez. $128.8 for Lopez. 128.8 for Lopez. Lopez guided by Robert the Ghost Herrera, the former world champion, also turned commentator. He'll be in the corner pulling double duty tomorrow night. It is Lopez and Marshall. Also stand by Correa and Torres. It's Lopez and Marshall. They meet head to head. And we continue with our weigh-in as we bring onto the scale a 13-fight veteran from Tamaulipas, Mexico. Here is Leonardo Torres. Also stand by Guerrero and Percy. Guerrero and Percy stand by. Leonardo Torres, a 13-fight veteran. $126.4 for Torres. 126.4 for Torres. And his opponent hailing from Moreno Valley, California. His record 4 wins, 3 of those by way of knockout against 1 blemish. Please welcome Luis Correa. 125.2 for Korea. 125.2 for Korea. Also, guys, once you finish weighing in, if you could go ahead and put on just your pants, leave your top off, and then you will face off here. This is Korea and Torres. They will meet inside the ring tomorrow night. It is PBC on FS1, brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Estrada and Roman Promotions, and sponsored by Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina. And now we want to bring on to the scale a 5'5" veteran from Santa Rosa, California. Here is Philip Percy. Philip Percy onto the scale. $139.6 for Philip Percy. 139.6 for Philip Percy. And his opponent, 5 wins, 4 of those coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Irving, Texas, Alejandro Guerrero. 138.2 for Guerrero. 138.2 for Guerrero. And stand by Rodriguez and Calzada. Rodriguez and Calzada. This is Guerrero and Percy. They will meet tomorrow, a stacked undercard of PBC on FS1. And now we have a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds scheduled. Please welcome from Cuba, 6 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is Yunel Calzada. Yunel Calzada. $160.2 for Yunel Calzada. 160.2. And his opponent, 5 wins, 3 of those coming by way of knockout from Chihuahua, Mexico, the 2016 Mexican Olympian, Misael Rodriguez. 160.8 for Rodriguez. 160.8 for Misael Rodriguez. The 2016 Mexican Olympian looks to notch the 6th victory of his professional career. It is Yunel Calzada and Misael Rodriguez. Yunel Calzada, Misael Rodriguez, a stellar undercard PBC on FS1. It's all brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Estrada and Roman Promotions, and sponsored by Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina. We'll see you tomorrow night here at the University of Antelope Valley Pioneer Event Center for PBC on FS1. Don't forget, tickets still available. If you bring a toy, you get $5 off your ticket. for a big night of Premier Boxing Champions to close out what has been an amazing 2017. We'll see you tomorrow night.